I'm here because I am a roaring lion crying out righteousness. Two congressperson, one from New York, the other from Florida. The skies are clearing up behind us. Look at that. And they happened to meet on the steps of Capitol Hall yesterday and had a bit of a shootout. These two black men. So let's eavesdrop on what rolled it from the very beginning, Mr. Engineer.
It's cool I have two people in my state that could be president. I don't know about New York. That's all I'm gonna say, though. That's all I'm saying.
Your state could be president. Who?
Oh shit!
DeSantis?
Come on, man.
DeSantis doesn't have a shot.
45,
he's a white
45.
nationalist.
Oh, it's not that.
He's a nationalist. He's a white supremacist.
No, he's not, man.
He's anti-gay.
No, he's not.
anti-woman.
No, he's not.
He's anti-black.
Listen,
there's no way he can be president.
My former colleagues in the legislature.
Who's the other one?
Republican and Democrat. When all that stuff was coming up last year, I called them. I said, "Tell me what's happening." They were like, "It's really not that, but people are trying to raise a fuss."
Why can't those who have been incarcerated, who are released, who have done their time, why can't they be re-enfranchised and be allowed to vote?
They are in our state.
No, they're not, man. They got to pay all kinds of fines and all that.
Jamal,
anyway,
I voted for the bill, Jamal. I was there when they
who's the second guy? Who's the second guy? Second person? Come
on now, you already know that's Trump and Ron.
Trump and Ron?
Trump and Ron. That's two different people, man.
So Trump claims Florida now? He don't claim New York anymore?
He's been claiming Florida.
2 years now.
Bye, Felicia.
That's what he said.
Bye, Felicia.
That's what he said to Kathy.
Oh.
He told Kathy Hochul, he said, I gotta go.
Listen, both those dudes gonna get crushed.
Stop. By who? The man at 1600?
Gretchen Whitmore. Biden passed 3 bipartisan pieces of legislation after an insurrection during a global pandemic, opened back up the schools, killing the game. And he's 80-something years old.
One is from Florida. The guy with the tie on, he's named Donald or something from down in alligator country down there in Florida. He's supporting Ron DeSantis for president, and he says that potentially if Ron can't do it, then Trump will do it. And this other guy's named Jamal Bowman. He's from up here in New York. Among all the, I don't know where he's. I think he's got some if you're Caribbean blood or something in him or something like that. I've seen him before. Anyway, so they're debating. To me, I think they look like two jive artists. They look like two minstrel artists. Jamal Bowman kept putting his hands on the other boy, what's his name, McDonald, whoever it is, putting his hand on his chest, and I think they realized they were on camera, so they're just putting on a little show. But if you listen, the things that they were raising as an argument was quite serious. I don't see anything funny about that. I don't see why you got to be self-evasing, about that. And he said that Ron DeSantis is a white supremacist. I don't believe that. I don't believe that Ron DeSantis is white. So he may be a whole lot of things, but I don't think he's that. He is against LGBTQ. He is. And, the guy from the Congress from Florida said, no, he isn't. Ron DeSantis is against LGBTQ, and rightly so. And he said, so what else did he say about he's white supremacist? He's anti-women. He's not anti-women. Not from what I've heard about Ron DeSantis. He's pro-woman. Anyway, so I thought that was a bit of a, they realized they were on camera, knew they were going to make the news. They're probably trying to catch up with Marjorie Taylor Greene and Lauren Boebert, and Alexander Ocasio-Cortez. They're trying to catch up with them. So they were, trying to make themselves look important. But my take is this, is that the fact that they are black and they're in Congress has not advanced I got a thing that, and I just can tell you a little bit personally about myself. I've been sent here to Harlem by Almighty God. God sent me to Harlem. He sent me here to clean up the mess, the way he sent Titus, out to the island of Crete, to put in order those things that are found wanted. And that's my assignment. That's my job. I've been sent. God's given me the wisdom and the understanding to recognize the problems that black people have. And I'm old enough to realize when there was a more peaceful time, more tranquil, more prosperous time, even right after the Civil War, I think we had 4 black senators. We're talking about senators, not just Congress, but senators from the slave states sent 4 black men to to Washington, D.C. to be senators right after slavery. Days after slavery closed, they started building Howard University. Shortly thereafter, a few years thereafter, Booker T. Washington built Tuskegee Institute, Shaw University, Fisk, and Madam J.C. Walker put together that hair pomade to make black people's hair look good, and it did. And they had the North Carolina Mutual Insurance Company. Black people were very prosperous. Now all they got is a bunch of black people who are absolute sellouts sitting in Congress or sitting as mayors of and the rest of the black people are suffering like dogs, living in shelters, don't own a thing, ain't got no money, and ain't got no sense. And God has sent me to straighten it out. And I thought I would say a word to you about that.